What's up, everybody? So, today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're moving away from politics and something I wanted to talk about that I've been wanting to do for a while, which is talking about something that is a very big part of my life that I do way too often, and that is concerts. So, you see a lot of people talking about music, about like reviewing albums and songs and shit. You don't see too many people talking about the actual live experiences of your favorite bands. So, when I'm going to start this series that I know that I, at this time, do not have a catchy name for, but hopefully I will come up with between the time I'm recording this and the time I upload this video, because otherwise it's just going to be something fucking stupid. But, anyway, for this first one, I'm going to talk about something that very recently just happened, and that is Epicenter Fest 2019. Now, for those of you who don't know, there was a very successful music festival that ran from I think 2011 or 2012 up until 2018, up in the North Carolina area. Epicenter Fest is the successor to that, because there was a split in the promoters. One of them decided he didn't want to do anymore, didn't want to make millions of dollars every year, or blah 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 blah. I really wish I had that fucking problem. But anyway, so Epicenter was supposed to be what was carrying on that legacy. It changed locations back to where it used to be for like the first 1 or 2 years of Carolina Rebellion's existence. Went back up to Rockingham, North Carolina for that, which no is not where I live, but I'm not too terribly far from there. But so it was its first year. Basically all new everything. So right now I just want to do a little quick talk about it. Talk about how it was, what bands and shit were there, who, like, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Basically, what happened, what went well, what didn't go so well, what can be improved upon. And by the way, this happened like at the very beginning of this month, but I'm just now getting around to talking about it because I'm fucking lazy. So anyway, so first of all, let's talk about when I first got there. See, I was one of the people who decided to camp out there because it was a pretty good drive away from my house, and I didn't want to I'm gonna have to drive back and forth every night, because the gas would just be fucking outrageous, and also after a very long day of me just drinking all day. Speaking of, anyway, after a very long time of me drinking all day, just for me to have to drive back down to my house, which was several hours away, and then coming back up again the next day in order to get there in time for the gates opening, that would have been way more fucking money and trouble than it was worth. So I decided to splurge the $5 and do the cheap camping. I will get to that later. But, wow, this video is going to be very unorganized. But, so I was down in Myrtle Beach for a family thing. So I wasn't able to get up to where the entrance was until about 7:30 on Friday night, which ran from, bear in mind this festival ran from Friday morning to Sunday night. I just want to say, it was a very poor location, and it was very unorganized. You had one road with one lane coming each way, and you had tens of thousands of people all trying to come in this one direction. It's going to get fucking backed up. So I got there at about 7:30. I did not walk through the gate until like 9:15 was when I actually got in. So I spent about 2 hours sitting in my truck in line, waiting. Like, on my way up there, you're just seeing cars just parked on the side of the road and just abandoned for whoever was driving them to just walk their happy ass up to the gate because it took less time. So, So all I saw that day was two of the three headliners, which was Machine Gun Kelly, Rob Zombie, and Korn. I saw Rob Zombie and Korn. I got in the gate about 2 songs into Rob Zombie's set. Both of them, as always, did fucking amazing. Both Rob Zombie and Korn. So then after that, and after I meet up with my friends who we all went together and we camped out together. Not in a gay way, but when we get back, here's how the camping was set up. Got the festival grounds right here. Expensive camping right here. All the way over here is cheap camping. You got a giant race car stadium over here. And then cheap camping went from like here all the way around. So I was over here because they had nowhere near enough fucking space for everyone who was trying to camp out. But anyway. Sorry, I was getting a text. Enough of that. So that really wasn't too bad. Saturday was mostly our day of just hanging around there. There was only a few. Starting from about 5 o'clock was the band, so I wanted to see. I get a good spot for when Black Label Society comes up. Black Label Society, they get about 2 or 3 songs into their set. Just text flashes up on the screens there. Severe weather incoming. Return to your vehicles and please exit in an orderly fashion and return to your vehicles. Everyone starts yelling "fuck that" in the crowd, and then we just see people running around doing this, and they kill the power for Black Label Society. They kill the fucking power. They fucking unplug them, and so. Apparently Zach's mic was still turned on. He said, "Hold on a second. We're getting told there's like fucking weather. There's bad weather. Some coming in. We'll keep up you guys updated." And then we all have to leave. Now the worst part about this is because Saturday was the day that basically everyone paid for the weekend for. Because Saturday, your 2 headlining acts were Judas Priest and Tool. The 2 bands everyone wants to see live that never goddamn tour. Yeah. Full disclosure, seeing these 2 bands live was the reason why I bought tickets to that event. Needless to say, nobody at that campground was fucking happy. So as we are exiting, torrential downpour. We've got it's motherfucking raining cats and dogs. It's fucking wind like crazy. We get back to our campground. Our fucking tent has collapsed, as has basically everyone else is at the campground. There's people who I'm seeing their tent who are sitting there watching their motherfucking tents fly away. Fortunately, ours just collapsed. Ours had a rain tarp that hooked onto the top of it, so we all just grabbed it, made it like middle school, wrapped it around us, sat on top of it, and tried to ride the motherfucker out. That did not stop everything we brought from getting absolutely goddamn soaked. So, rain goes on for basically most of the night. After a while, it gets to the point where it's no longer a mini hurricane, and we're actually able to reset up all our tents and stuff. Figure out exactly how much of our stuff has gotten soaked. Try to fucking get water out of the tent, and for one of the guys just immediately start trying to drink himself to death after he found out that his autographed cards from Korn got ruined in the rain. His exact words were, "Well, this shit's ruined. That's it. Fucking suicide." I'm not laughing at suicide. That's not a joke, but it was just funny, his reaction. But anyway, goddamn, this is ADD all over the place. This is going to be a very long motherfucking video. But anyhow, so after that, we were able to get. It's like after the rain stops for the most part after the rain stops on Saturday night at like midnight. Yeah, by this point, county had shut the event down for the night. It was like people were wondering, it's like, oh maybe Priest and Tool and stuff, they'll stick around for tomorrow and stuff. And we just see a plane flying overhead, and I was like, yeah, no, they're on that plane. That's the plane that Priest is on, and that's the plane that Tool is on. because apparently one of the reasons why they got shut down was because the weather was so bad it actually destroyed the fucking stages. So I feel really goddamn bad for all the event staff there who had to like fix that shit. So, but yeah, also apparently, but even though there were a couple bands who apparently were trying to ride it out, but it ended up not having Yellow Wolf, who was supposed to be performing on Saturday. He was apparently trying to just ride the storm out to still be able to play, but it got to the point where county just shut us down. So, but anyway, so Saturday night, we're just watching vehicle after vehicle just fucking pack up all their shit and roll out. Like there was like easily about like a mile and a half, 2 miles of just taillights of people who were leaving. So yeah, and looking at Twitter, Instagram, this is like the first time in a very long time I actually logged into Facebook. But yeah, their fucking PR team was just like, holy shit, how are we going to do the damage control on this? Which I will say, people gave Epicenter way too much shit. You can't control the motherfucking weather. And people were just going, oh, why didn't you just postpone it a week or so? It's like, because you can't expect 100 bands to just completely disrupt their tour, change everything at the drop of a hat just for one fucking venue. That's just completely fucking, that's just not how the fuck it works. But anyway, so yeah. It was like me, my friends, and the other people of the camp, at least in our camp or in our area of the campsite. We were deciding, just like, yeah, we're just gonna fucking make the most of it. We're just gonna have fun. We're gonna hang out here, drink, party, listen to music and stuff. We're just gonna have a good time. We're gonna make the fucking most out of this. We've all paid fucking money for this. We're gonna get our money's worth out of it. So about a case of beer later, we have a fight break out in the campgrounds. That was fun. But anyway, which by the way was the only one that happened that weekend, which I was kind of surprised about, or at least the only one I was aware. But anyway, back to Sunday. Met up with some other friends of mine who were also at that concert, who were also at that festival. It's pretty great. We saw a bunch of groups like motherfucking, I'm trying to remember some of these names. We had the Architects, Horror, but all the R's are 9s. Fever 333 was great. Killswitch Engage. There was a lot of great bands. Then Bring Me the Horizon was there. I'm not a big Bring Me the Horizon fan, but I saw them anyway. Who else was there? I'm sorry. I spent most of the time drinking that day, so I don't really remember who all I saw, but I remember it was fucking awesome. I really probably should have had the bands list pulled up for this, but you know what? Well, we'll go ahead and try to pull that up. Actually, no, you know what? Fuck it. I'm already committed to this, but yeah. The big redeemer of that event was when Foo Fighters headlined on Sunday. So, Foo Fighters, they always do a great goddamn show, and these guys and Dave and the boys did not disappoint. Foo Fighters played about a 3-hour-long show because they said, because basically what Dave said was, hey, the weather fucked you guys over. You guys got robbed of like half a day of this stuff, so we're going to try to make up for it as best we can. So they played about a 3-hour show. It was absolutely fucking amazing. I was crowd surfing for most of the concert. Well, yeah, that Foo Fighters, from me talking to some of the people there, Foo Fighters were definitely a redeemer of that event. So, but yeah, it's basically what went well. There were a lot of good bands. It wasn't bad. It really wasn't a bad weekend. It was a good time for anyone who just wants to like hang out with a bunch of cool people, drink, listen to awesome music, and see great bands live. The fact some of these names, it's frankly amazing that a first year festival it was able to pull in talent like this. Like you got Rob Zombie, you had Judas Priest and Tool. They never actually performed, but they were on the bill for it. You had Bush, Machine Gun Kelly, fucking Foo Fighters, 311, Killswitch Engage, Tom Morello. The fact that a first year festival was able to get bands like that is actually pretty fucking amazing. But what went bad? The weather, obviously, but you can't control that. It was very unorganized. In the first couple days, it was very unorganized, especially Friday because there were a lot of people who were camping who came in on Friday when the promoters were expecting most of the people who were camping to be coming in on Thursday. But when they came in on Friday, it kind of fucked everything up. So people were waiting in line for like 3, 4, 5 hours just to be able to park or get to their camping spot. I don't think the promoters were prepared for exactly for how many people were going to be there, because it's like there was a lot of overflow camping, but just because they were not prepared with the amount of space they had for how many people were going to be there. Also, the location was pretty shitty. If you're going to have an event of this magnitude, the only way it cannot be a single road with one lane of traffic either way. There was a reason why that location was only used a couple times with Carolina Rebellion, and then they moved to a venue that was off of the interstate where there was like 3 lanes each way, because you're going to need something like that when you have an event of that magnitude. Also, I think that's pretty much most of the gripes I had. But all in all, it was a pretty great weekend. Of course, it's like, because I went in with the mindset that I was going to make the most out of this, no matter how it was. Because it's like you can't expect everything to go absolutely flawless on a first year festival. So it's like something like Download or Vakken. Yeah, you since those have been going on for over a decade, and in Vakken's case, like almost 30 years, it's been going on. You expect that to be running like a well-oiled machine. A first-year festival, yeah, there's going to be fucking hiccups. But all in all, I really can't complain too much about it. There was some shit that happened. There was a couple times where it was a really shitty situation. But for the most part, it was a good time. So that's basically it for what I wanted to talk about with Epicenter Fest. I'm sorry this video was really rambly and kind of all over the place. I meant to organize, just write me out a little bullet list of what I wanted to talk about, but I couldn't be bothered to. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm planning on doing some more videos like this in the future from festivals I go to, concerts I go to, concerts I've been to that I want to talk about how they were. So, because one thing that I've always thought of when it comes to concerts is if you guys are paying your hard-earned money to see these bands live, you should know what to expect, which ones are worth your money and which ones are not worth your money to go see live. Because I go to a lot of goddamn concerts, and there's nothing that pisses me off more than when I shell out a lot of my hard-earned dollars for a band that sounds for a band where their concert is absolute shit. The fucking fans deserve better than that. So, but anyway, that's about it. You guys know I am. Links in the description. All my links will be in the description below. Be sure to subscribe to my backup channel for in case this channel goes down again. I can stream again, so we should be back on for Sunday Fun Day. If not, I'll be on the backup channel linked down below. But that's about it. I love you guys. Take it easy. Keep it sleazy.